Hi there, football enthusiasts! Subscribe, hit the like button, and write in the comments below which teams you would like to see in the World Cup final. And while you're typing, we proceed to begin. Let's get the show on the pitch. Bayern Munich squad celebrated their away victory over Barca in a local nightclub. The Bavarians' emblem was shown on the screens. Henry was not at my level. I think Thierry was not at the level of Anelka either, Samuel Eto'o claimed. Qatar handed the German ambassador an official protest note regarding the statements of the German Minister of Interior, Nancy Wiesel, who said that it's better not to give a right of hosting the World Cup to countries with human rights problems. It's important to focus now on La Liga and keep going until the international break, Ter Stegen wrote on his Instagram page. I have the feeling United are finally coming back. I like what I see of him right now, Guardiola said. Ronaldo has to convince me on the pitch. He is an important part of the squad, Erik ten Hag shared. The fact that only one of 4 La Liga teams have qualified for the Champions League knockout stages means something has gone wrong, Xabi Alonso noted. Manchester United should score more often from set pieces, Marcus Rashford believes. Real Madrid will receive 8.6 million euros thanks to Barcelona, Atletico and Sevilla not reaching the Champions League knockout stages. Marca writes, Madrid will not be sharing the revenue from the sale of UEFA TV broadcasts in Spain, which amounts to 8.6 million euros. Manchester City scouts watched Mikhail Mudryk, the 21-year-old Ukrainian player of Shakhtar, during the match against Celtic. The head coach of Real youth team, Raul, turned down the opportunity to manage Schalke, according to Marca. 2 US investors have both recently expressed a clear interest in taking over Inter. In Italy, rumors have it that the current owners have given a mandate to 2 banks for negotiations with potential buyers, Goldman Sachs and Rain. Udinese have almost completed the deal for the transfer of Fluminense winger Matheus Martins. The amount of the agreement is 8 million euros, with the 19-year-old player's contract valid until 2027. La Liga are planning to start using a semi-automated technology for detecting offsides from next season. Real Madrid striker Rodrigo and defender Eder Militao are expected to receive Spanish passports. Thanks to dual citizenship, both Brazilians no longer occupy places for Merengues players from outside the European Union. Spain's head coach Luis Enrique has sent the preliminary 2022 World Cup squad list, which consists of 55 footballers, to FIFA. Surprisingly enough, Sergio Ramos was included in the list. As long as I can produce results, I will still play, Zlatan Ibrahimovic was quoted as saying by CNN. According to Daniele Longo, Angel Di Maria intends to return to Rosario Central in the summer. The Rebel was the first team in his career. Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig and Arsenal are interested in Jesper Lindström from Eintracht Frankfurt. I think the results will come, and if not, another coach will come, Xavi noted ahead of the game against Valencia. Inter and Chelsea have already discussed the extension of Romelu Lukaku's loan for 1 more year. Juventus are considering the possibility of sacking Massimiliano Allegri due to poor results in the current campaign. The Turin side wants Antonio Conte back instead. Tottenham Hotspur have targeted Jan Oblak, The Athletic reports. Manchester United want to extend Alejandro Garnacho's contract, Fabrizio Romano reports. Man United goalkeeper David De Gea has not been included in Spain's preliminary squad for Qatar World Cup. Mudryk, he has been one of the standouts in the Champions League, hasn't he? I think in the group stages he has been absolutely fantastic. A lot of clubs in Europe have got to be looking at this young lad, Jamie Carragher thinks. Manuel Neuer risks missing the World Cup in Qatar. The matter was announced by the head coach of Bayern Munich, Julian Nagelsmann. Nobody knows how good Nunez can be. He doesn't know, Jurgen Klopp stated. Atalanta are plotting to sell Ruslan Malinovsky in January. Tottenham Hotspur and Olympique Marseille are tracking the situation. Thomas Müller has suffered a thigh injury during the match against Barcelona. He will not be available for action against Mainz and Inter Milan. The Spanish Super Cup will be held in the Final Four format from January 11th to 15th in Saudi Arabia. Real Madrid and Valencia will have a duel in the first semi-final, while Barcelona and Real Betis will be facing each other in the second. Pablo Mari underwent successful surgery after a criminal incident in a supermarket in Milan. The footballer had to reconstruct the two injured muscles in his back, which were damaged as a result of knife wounds. Arsenal will not force Alexander Zinchenko's recovery. The player is already in the final stage of healing and he should return to the first-team squad soon. Jose Mourinho took first place in terms of the number of victories in European competitions. Roma beating HJK was his 107th triumph in European Cup games. Before that, the record belonged to Sir Alex Ferguson. After seeing what happened against Bayern, it has been seen that we are not prepared to compete in the Champions League. We lack many things, Pedri admitted. A number of top leagues fixtures took place yesterday. The latest results are in front of you. Moving on to the main news of the release. PSG are considering the possibility of bringing PSV midfielder Xavi Simons back to the Red and Blues camp, insider Fabrizio Romano reports. Simons had moved from PSG to PSV as a free agent this summer. A transfer in the opposite direction could take place in the next summer window, though the final decision on their return should be made by Xavi himself. This season, Simons has netted 10 goals and delivered 4 assists in 17 appearances for PSV in all competitions. N'Golo Kanté's contract with Chelsea expires in the summer of 2023. As for this moment, the Blues and the player have not agreed on a new deal, so the Frenchman could part ways with Chelsea for free at the end of the season. Barcelona, who seeks Sergio Busquets' replacement, are eager to take advantage of the circumstances. According to Relevo, Barca are monitoring the situation around Kanté. The Catalans' plan B lies in signing Ruben Neves from Wolverhampton Wanderers, but his move will cost around 30 million euros. Therefore, the arrival of Kanté as a free agent is a top priority for Blaugrana. The Frenchman has only made 2 on-pitch matches this season due to injuries. It was previously reported that Kanté wants to remain at Chelsea. The current season at Manchester United is one of the worst in Cristiano Ronaldo's career, as clearly demonstrated by the statistics. At the age of 37, the Portuguese lost his main skill, finishing. According to WhoScored, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner has missed 5 killing goal-scoring chances in the Europa League this year, setting an absolute record low, because no one in the competition needed so many opportunities to nail an accurate shot. Real Madrid midfielder Luka Modric may return to Tottenham Hotspur, whom he presented from 2008 to 2012. El Nacional reports. As you may know, the 37-year-old Croat's deal with Los Blancos expires in the summer of 2023. According to a source, Luka has already rejected 2 approaches from MLS clubs and is set to consider a comeback to Spurs. Spanish prosecutors have dropped all fraud and corruption charges against PSG winger Neymar Jr. over his 2013 transfer from Santos to Barcelona. Al Jazeera reports. The 30-year-old Brazilian might have faced 2 years behind bars and a 10 million euros fine in the case brought by Brazilian investment firm DIS, known to have a 40% right over Neymar back when he was a Santos performer. After all the defendants had given their testimony, prosecutor Luis Garcia Canton asked the judge to release all the defendants. A source close to Neymar's family said their legal representatives will seek compensation from DIS. Barcelona reportedly have a staggering 19 players on their January transfer shortlist despite their financial issues. Among those are Manchester United fullback Diogo Dalot, Chelsea duo Jorginho and N'Golo Kanté, as well as Liverpool midfielder Fabinho. Other Premier League players listed include Wilfred Ndidi, James Ward-Prowse and Rodri. A supercomputer used by BCA Research has predicted that Lionel Messi's Argentina and Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal will meet in the 2022 FIFA World Cup final in Qatar, using the footballer's stats in the EA Sports FIFA video game and a sample of all real-life games of last 4 World Cup campaigns. According to the supercomputer's calculations, Lionel Messi will eventually win the tournament in Qatar, which will be the swan song of his outstanding career. Folks, check out the latest videos from our football club project. There are 3 videos to choose from. Pick the one you may find the most interesting. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.